back just a tinge. Hello? Can you hear me? Okay. Invite screen. Shit.
Check, check, 1, 2, check, 1, 2. Check, check. Check, 1, 2, 1, 2, check. April 6, 2020.
getting everybody the password still.
I can hear you. Yep, I'm doing the same thing.
Blasting this password. Almost there. Do.
Better.
Hey, Myles.
Hey, El. My friend El's in here.
Hello.
You turn your camera on if you want, El.
Or don't.
Yeah, El's, trust me, El's beautiful.
No, I'm just kidding. I just mean like, whatever you're.
Yeah, if you're comfortable not being seen. Yeah, that's true. Good point.
You're. Oh my God! It's fucking Chelsea Bearce. Oh,
No shit.
What? Hi, girl.
Hi, baby.
Girl, I have been watching your fucking trivia. I watched Truth or Cups, and I was so grossed out. I actually had to turn it off. I am so sorry.
You are a
What? I'm sorry. It stopped. I didn't get to hear what you said. What?
you are a pussy.
Yes. No. I'm sorry. Well, but give it to me right after Ranch. When you went to go do mayonnaise, I turned it off right before mayonnaise.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
Which we had to go from ranch to mayonnaise.
I know.
It was bad. It
Who
was
knew
bad.
that was the slope, right? Am I right here?
It was it was
Yeah,
garbage.
I was just like, I just couldn't watch you eat mayonnaise. We should probably wait until the actual show. Hi, Myles.
Hi.
Go Chelsea.
What?
Go Chelsea.
Oh, Grimes wants me to tell you that he loves you. Anything else?
No.
That's it? All right.
I love him. When are you going to divorce
Good
him?
point.
Free him up, Eerie. Jesus.
What?
Look at this. We got the shirt today.
I'm representing my shirt too.
Yeah.
Boom.
That is.
Oh, that's stupid.
It is stupid. You're covering up your boobs.
Stupid.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. Never mind. All right.
Fucking Dave.
But,
I'm not representing any shirt. I'm just representing regular black shirt, which is what I always wear.
That's good.
sure
What are you
that-
drinking? I hear you pouring something. What are you
Yeah.
drinking?
Or peeing.
Oh, boring. Never mind. I don't care.
Oh no, there's gin in it.
Gin and Coke?
In here.
Is that a thing?
It's
No,
gin.
it's not Coke. It's sparkling flavored water.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I made my own White Claw, basically.
Gin with any-
What I just did.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
All right. I think I got all
Drinking? What are you drinking, baby?
password
It's
out.
a mimosa, but it's that much of a mimosa. It's
You might want to
champagne.
check on people.
What do you mean too much? What do you mean too much?
Eerie, can you check to see if you have to allow people in?
Yes, I'm admitting all, and also let me make you a thingy person, the hosty person
Do you
too,
think
Oh,
hosted
there's a
person Dave?
shitload of people in here.
because he really wants to be a host. It's good if there's two hosties because. Hold on, let me. Fuck.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
Yeah. If you're not on your phones, can you turn your Wi-Fi off?
There's Jorge. Wonderful. Good to see you, Jorge.
Good to see you guys. How's it going?
Hey Jorge, how are
We're
you?
letting everybody in. Just trying to get everybody in here.
Yep.
I'm tired of lying.
Okay, I'm not seeing anybody. Hold on, everybody. Yep, so far.
Got everybody in so far. All right.
Yep.
Did you say you
You're
want
a host as well, right?
No, I'm not a host yet.
Shit. Okay, hold on.
It's a ladies' man. Yeah.
Who's what are you talking about? My shirt or something or what?
Just you in general. I
Just
mean,
you.
in your fucking pussy lair over there. Just
Yeah.
There's only been one
God.
woman who ever stayed here, and it was just because she didn't want to drive all the way back to Chico. So
I remember that night fluidly. I do.
how do you remember that? I don't even know if I.
I was pretending to be the woman, you piece of shit.
No, that would have. I wished it was. It would've been- trust me, it was.
I was
cool, too.
pretending to be the woman.
No, she just, poor lady just drove all the way down for a Rooster show that got canceled. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
So no, and
And
I
then
did
she got you as a consolation prize? Is that
Yeah.
what it
not
is?
really. We didn't we might have made out, but we didn't hook up or nothing. But no, but she did. She drove all the way down from Chico, and
Yeah.
then and so yeah, she didn't want to drive. Not only that, she had me drive her car, and I'm not even supposed to be driving. I don't have a license. So anyway.
What?
Yeah.
You didn't know that, Eerie? You know that. He doesn't have a license.
Yeah, I don't drive.
No, I know he doesn't have a license. That's why I was surprised that you drove.
Well, it's, I was like, roll the dice. She's, she feels confident. Explain to an officer if anything happens. So it was the only time I've ever done that. So.
Whoa.
Oh, what's going on over there?
That's my friend Elle. So she might be a little nervous. That's one of my good friends, Elle. She's.
Hey, Elle. Oh no, come back. We were just. It was the background was weird. No, don't be scared. Don't be scared. Everybody's welcome here.
Don't put her on the spot.
Wait,
wait, were you talking about?
There she is.
Hi.
Yeah,
Sorry,
she's
I
in the
couldn't
background.
hear
That's
anyone,
what she
so
was
I didn't know what was going on. I just turned the sound on.
I'm very friendly.
Good to see you, Elle. How you doing?
Nice to see you too. Good.
I love the background. You got the Golden Gate right there behind you.
It's not distracting at all. That's great.
Not even remotely.
Okay. I'm going to turn off my camera, though, just for a second.
Yeah.
I'll be back in like a minute. Okay, but I'm listening.
Not a problem. Hey, and mute yourself, too, so it doesn't feed back. Or whatever.
I will.
All right.
Yeah.
Got you. Thanks.
All right.
And Luis is here. So, okay, we'll just keep an eye on other people as they're, it's like we're almost at 6. So we'll start.
We're at 6. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Just kidding. That's nothing.
There should be, well, no, there's 6 total of us, I'm saying. 7? Well, Myles, too. I count you as 1. You 2 are just 2 halves. So I got questions about this, about your quarantine circumstances. We'll save it for the show. So. But,
I'm sure many people.
Oh shit! I don't have a pad to write on because that's
Why there are many questions.
Middle screen.
You just like to talk shit on your pad. You just write notes to make
It's to help shut me up. It's important.
You just get mad at me. You probably just are like fuck Dave, fuck Dave, fuck Dave. That's like
I've been trying to match it for years now.
Look at that. We got people coming in. Hell yeah.
I don't write that. I'm not that kind of person. Now that there's been a quarantine, I'm a totally different person now. I'm not angry like I used to be. I'm just shoving it all down inside.
Gotcha.
Shove.
It's gonna smell like shepherd's pie too.
How do I get that?
All right. So we got.
What smells like shepherd pie? Are you belching again?
Yeah.
I'm drinking champagne. It's bubbles. All right, bitch.
She ate shepherd's pie though just recently.
What's up, Jason?
What was the shepherd's name? Nothing really. This is why maybe I'll quit after this. You mean like that?
She's fine.
I can read it. That's a picture of you, Dave, that I wrote.
Oh, nice. That does look like me.
And I put, "This is stupid and hacky."
Yeah, no doubt. That's definitely something I would say.
Yeah.
So, all right, I'm trying to get all this handled. Good to see my folks. My stepdad's right there. I'm sure my mom will be lurking. First time. This is our podcast that I don't know if you've ever heard, Mark. Another terrible podcast by comics. I don't know if you've ever.
Good. It's so good.
Yeah. So it's a lot of confidence in ourselves there. So, my friend Amy's here. Good. Awesome. We got everybody coming in.
Oh, look. Hi.
Oh, these are my friends.
Jason. Oh, look. Everybody's. I'm not missing anybody, right? Everybody's okay. There's nobody waiting.
Good.
Okay. Just want to make sure nobody's waiting. All right. Let me get the music queued up. You let me know when you want to start or whatever.
Go ahead and cue it up. I got it right here. All right. We ready?
No.
No? All right.
I'm not ready.
Hold tight, folks. We're about ready to
Just
officially
said
start.
me cue it up like moments ago.
This is usually why I try. Is that a suffocation shirt you have on, Jason? What is the T? Oh, Skinny Puppy. What was I thinking? It was Skinny Puppy, of course.
What were you thinking?
All right.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another terrible podcast by comics. In isolation. Really sad. I'd like to welcome our. We have a lot of guests this week, which is awesome because it can only make it better. And I'd like to, I don't know, my co-host, Mean Dave.
Hello, everybody.
Hey,
Everybody, good to see you again.
hey, Mean
Happy
Dave. Oh,
quarantining.
wow, our guests are not fucking clapping, so that is not.
That's fine. It's fine. It's
Thank you. Thank you.
yes, everybody's dealing with this struggle in their own ways. So
In their own way. Does everybody
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
introduce yourself? Mean Dave is a aspiring
professional, a professional aspiring comedian. We've gone over this before. Hey, Deirdre, good to see you. Yes.
It matters the order. I am also aspiring.
You're graduating from hobby comic, correct?
I'm not. You know what? I'm not doing that anymore because
Well,
now.
I kept telling you not to do it. She keeps calling herself a hobby comic. It's a long story. We don't have that.
Else called me a hobby comic, and I was trying to throw it in their face, but they don't fucking watch the podcast, so it was completely lost. I'd like to welcome. Let's welcome our. You guys want to introduce yourself? This square. Does this square want to? Oh no. Okay. One of the squares just left.
I know we're moving locations because our
Jorge, do you want to?
Jorge, introduce yourself.
Introduce yourself, Jorge.
How's it going, folks? My name is Jorge. I'm excited to be here. I am an aspiring hobby comic from San Jose.
Yes. See,
I totally fit in. Totally fit in.
you're perfect.
I'm excited. I'm a little nervous. I've been hearing a lot of Zoom. Been getting hacked into, so I see the taste how that looks like, and I'm kind of looking forward to it. So
That's what the password. In case you haven't noticed, the new password feature was in lieu of all of the porn, white supremacy, and masturbation that people were
Not my
doing.
favorite.
Yeah, unwanted. I'm sure there's Zoom meetings where that's totally the norm, but that's not. So
It's not our
cool.
game.
So that's Jorge, and then as soon as Myles and Chelsea are done rearranging their setup here, they can introduce themselves. These are two other comedians.
Wow, we just got Miles's crotch and Chelsea's. Okay, no. Okay, here we go.
we did it.
Oh yeah.
All right,
Boredom. We didn't want to fuck up the bandwidth situation for everybody. So
Sweet.
nice. So, would you like to introduce yourselves?
hi.
Hi.
My name is Chelsea Bearce. I'm a stand-up comic. I live in Benicia, NorCal. Been doing stand-up for 12 years. I'm also an actress. I'm also a trivia host. I'm also a mom of a 3-year-old, and I have a bakery business. So, boom.
Chelsea's got cakes. Chelsea's got cakes. She makes great cakes. Okay.
It's amazing cakes.
Sorry, I was
And
trying to help.
I'm Myles Weber, also a comedian, originally from the Bay Area in Vallejo. Currently live in Las Vegas. Also been doing stand-up 12 years, and best friend to this one over here, waving hands.
Yay, Miles! Can I ask you? You live in Las Vegas, but why are you at Chelsea's house?
We figured.
I've been asking myself that
She's
for a
been
while.
asked that since we got here. My wife and I figured that if there was any remote chance that the world might be ending, we might as well be back up home in Northern California with loved ones.
That's good.
Instead of in Vegas, which is closed. So yeah, it's not open now. So yeah, so we're just chilling up here, and Chelsea and I have been,
Side note, can I just say, side note, my sister actually lives in Vegas and works in a casino, and when she told me that the casinos had closed, that's when I knew it was the end of the world, because they do not fucking close for anything. So I was like, oh well, we're done. Like,
I was doing shows the MGM the week that everything started shutting down. Yeah. My week got cut short. Like we went through Monday to Friday, and then Saturday or Sunday they canceled the shows because the MGM was closed.
Jesus.
Right?
All right. Well,
All right.
I'd like to welcome everybody here as well. Thank you all for coming to the podcast. Jason,
Yeah.
Skinny Puppy. Kevin Key's actually a friend of mine. Woo! Woo! I know, right? Very, very proud of that. Anyways, everybody, thank you guys for coming. Let's get Dave. Did you want to say anything specific for the intro, or are you good?
No. I
You
think
want to
we
listen up, or
got well, that's what I think we just did our listen. That's our introductions.
All
So
right.
we
All
kinda
right.
did that to everybody. There'll be some other people joining us. In case you didn't notice, we today I think everybody if I sent it to you, I think either you might have had to input a password. I don't know. Some have, some haven't. This has been a new Zoom feature again, just to deal with random people that are that basically have been going to Zoom meetings specifically to just ruin them with porn and white supremacy and whatnot. So we want to thank Zoom for kind of realizing that they had a shitty fucking security system. So to start off our show, we have an agenda usually. It's very well thought out, as we do here at Another Terrible Podcast by Comics.
I'll leave you for a second.
Our first questionnaire is how are you guys holding up? What are you missing? What do you miss most now that we're at the 3-week mark of? I mean, it's now the masks are off. The humor is over. And people really are at the point where I think if they're gonna hurt each other, this is the point. This is the breaking point. So how's everybody holding up?
Hurt each other. What the fuck?
He said the masks are supposed to be on. Is that actually?
Yeah, I thought the masks were
In roommate situations
So we
that
can just
shit
cut
happen.
Dave out of the equation, guys. He's gonna be the first one gone.
Yeah,
he's just out of here.
Do it.
Yeah.
The masks are off. You're done, dude.
Yeah, man.
Oh, bullshit. I just stay in my room. Everybody knows that I do. You got a nice, I have a nice living.
100% true. Anything I've seen him on, that's
I have done multiple Zoom comedy shows with Meaningful David, and this is definitely the background. I'm surprised he doesn't have the shit hat on or the fucking mask on. I'm very surprised.
That's a hat?
Yeah, he does keep adding things to the windowsill, but other than
I changed things there. Yeah, it's a little decoration, little eye candy for the audience and all that, you know.
Is that the mask from Three Ninjas?
What's that?
Is that the mask from Three Ninjas? What do you have behind you?
I never saw Three Ninjas, smartass. So yeah, it's just it was a generic mask that I found for like $5
Oh, okay.
at some store, and it's good for robbing places and terrifying children and adults alike. I was saying this is actually what I'll be wearing in public with now that they're instituting the mask thing, and this will keep the social distancing going as well. That combined with my foam finger. So
I like it.
Can I just highlight the Venmos, please?
Sure.
We are not
be funny first and see if
we don't work right now, and so if you guys are enjoying yourselves, I'm working from home, so I don't.
Only if you have means, by the way, too.
Yeah,
Again,
if you can do it, if you can just please Chelsea Bearce, Jorge. Yep. Jorge. Wow, that's a long Venmo, Jorge.
It's just my full name.
Dave is back there.
It's right here. It's always right here. Okay. Most of the people I think that know it, they know it now. A lot of people have been generous already. So
okay, I am still working from home, so I still have a paycheck. So I'm gonna.
Eerie, someone just asked if you can type them into the chat. Can you type the Venmos into the chat?
Oh, good point. I'll do that. I'll take care of that.
Okay.
Here, put yours up again, Jorge and Chelsea. Chelsea.
I have a plague doctor mask. I've been meaning to bust out. Type them into chat if you can.
How are you doing, Eerie? How are you holding up?
How am I holding up? So I've been working from my house since this started, 3 weeks, and
Jorge, put yours up again.
I've actually only left the house twice.
On the chat.
Walk the dog and to walk the dog, and then I went to Safeway once, and then I went to Home Depot once, and that's it. That's the only time I've been out of my house. And I have started destroying my house. I'm basically like ripping up carpet. I'm like painting walls. I've just turned into like this place is turned into like the Winchester Mystery House over here, and. Because that's like how I'm able to cope, because if I do any kind of mental stuff, it's not then yeah, anyways, you guys probably didn't need to know this. And I'd also like to mention I have been watching other people's Zoom shit. For instance, trivia with Chelsea has been awesome.
Thank you.
Grimes and I didn't do a good job, but it's okay. We're gonna keep going. And I also watched Truth or Cups, which was disgusting.
Awful.
And if you guys would like to talk about that, that is a gross show, but that is so
Sure.
fun to watch because
It's fun. So, I mean, because every comic has lost, you know, we've all
Their
lost
minds.
our homes, like on stage. Not homes. That sounds terrible.
no.
We've lost where we, like, you know, thrive. I thrive when I'm on stage. And
Yeah.
so we don't have stages right now. So every comic is going live on Instagram. Every comic's going live on Facebook. We're all doing Zoom comedy shows. Like
Yeah.
every comic.
Annoying the fuck out of people, really. I mean,
Right.
except with these
Definitely,
Zooms. These
yeah.
are voluntary. You guys came here, so this is on you. But beyond
Exactly.
that, yeah, it's
True. And so there's a lot of content that's out there. And so Myles and I do a lot of shows anyway when we're on the road. So
Yes.
we perform a lot together, and we perform on stage at the same time. We do something called tag team comedy, where the two of us are on stage we each have a microphone and we
Yes.
just roast the audience. Like,
Yes.
I mean, it's something, we're known as crowd work comics, and it's something we like to do.
explain what crowd work is for those who may not be so savvy.
Okay, sure thing, Dave. Thanks for opening the floor.
Not a problem.
So crowd work is where we talk to the audience and we just make up jokes off the spot, as opposed to doing like tried and true written material.
Yes.
We talk to the audience, we get to know you, ask you questions, and make jokes up on the spot. It's something
Yes.
that we do. We're very comfortable with it, all that stuff.
And we do it well together as well. So this whole dynamic of that's why I was coming up here, and it was perfect because they're like, oh, we could just do this, because this seems more genuine than just a comic doing a straight set to his webcam. That seems weird.
I hate watching
yeah,
that.
it's awkward.
Because we as comedians, we feed off of the energy of the
Yeah.
audience and the laughter, and that's just what keeps us going.
Yeah.
And so doing just a living room show in front of nothing is that sounds absolutely terrible. I would rather
Yeah.
cut my own
And
face
so
off.
we've been trying to add other dynamics to the whole thing that people watching. And so that's
Right.
where Truth or Cup came into it with her and my wife's idea
Right.
of like, we have 8 cups and we don't know what's underneath the
Underneath it
cups.
could be anything to drink or eat. We have no idea what's
no
underneath
idea
them.
what it is.
So then people can ask us questions, and if we choose to answer them, great. You get your question answered. If we choose not to answer them,
Yes.
or if they tip us,
Yes.
then they get to choose which cup one of us has to consume, and we
Yes.
take the cup and we
Yes. And yesterday
Yesterday
we did our
was-
second one, and it was,
It was
absolutely
horrifying. I watched it. It was horrifying.
Absolutely terrible.
it was bad.
She
I had like raw cacao powder I
Yes.
had to eat. We had ranch dressing, mayonnaise.
We both ate ranch dressing and mayonnaise, like a spoonful.
Soy sauce.
Yes.
It was absolutely disgusting.
It was really nasty.
You chose to do this.
For money. They did it
Shut up,
for
Jorge.
Still, I mean, even for money. I mean, come on. Like, we're not. I
for
mean,
money.
We were
you
paying,
can't come up with anything like.
They do them in that desperate for money.
we were
Nina
paying
G came up with a great idea for a show we did on Thursday that was a comedian show and tell. And it was, Jorge was on it. We did it together.
Yeah.
Show them the painting, Jorge. Show them the painting. Get your creepy painting and show
Actually,
everybody what you
Jorge
did.
has not answered the question yet. Jorge,
Hey.
how you doing, man? You doing okay?
Talking about that show with Nina G, we did not eat mayonnaise or soy sauce, but I did eat shit. So it was.
What do you mean you ate? You did not eat shit. What are you talking about?
But actually, I have a quick question for Chelsea. If you don't mind, if I can ask a question to Chelsea,
I'll allow it.
because it's interesting to do crowd work as a comic by yourself is a skill in itself. How does the dynamic change when there's 2 of you on stage?
They're not on stage. They're in their fucking living room. What are you talking about?
Back when you were on stage.
He means when they're on stage.
Oh, that's right. You guys do the two
Yeah.
first.
So when we're on,
Very good show that they
we
do that.
kind of try and, I mean, usually we got somewhere to go. I mean, we got a couple of stories that we tell. So we'll start with something and then end with something and then leave the middle open for like crowd interaction. And usually it's like if we've each done like riffing or crowd work before then, we'll just bring it back up.
We can branch off that.
Yeah, I'll be like, who'd you talk to? Oh, okay. And then I'll put buttons on that, and then she'll be like, who'd you talk to? And then we'll put buttons on that.
Yeah.
And then usually we'll find like one couple or a table or something, and then we'll both just go in and start asking them questions and try and pick that apart and everything and tie it all together. So,
All right, so
yeah.
everybody, you got to go see that when we're done with all this misery.
when you
to
can
It's a
enjoy
lot
it.
of fun. It's a lot of fun. It's,
Yeah.
I think it's fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I love it. I mean, I've worked with all of you guys except Jorge. I don't know who the hell you are, but I've worked with all of you guys, and you.
Fair enough.
Wait, but I'm interested in this Thursday, in the show you did on Thursday, the show and
The
tell. Tell me
comedian-
how that worked.
Nina
there was
G
a
just
comedian
started
that-
this. It's where we pick an object that has some meaning. I did for instance, I did this. I told the story about where I got this and just sort of some things. I basically, as a result of getting this it was on a New Year's Eve show. I went to see the Melvins, and I was going to race to catch Bart. And I got a ride to Fruitvale BART station from a guy that I ran into at the show. And what I remember fondly was I was running to catch the train, and I didn't realize how long it's been since I've ran. I can't run. And I got into the BART station, and I start running up the escalator, mind you. So the escalator is helping me get to the top, and I still buckle halfway through. My knees are buckling. And then I got to the top, and I had a face plant right on the platform in front of the open doors of a full BART train on New Year's Eve, and it was the wrong train. It wasn't the train that I was catching.
No way.
So, yeah, I just felt I had a face
I have
plant.
a question. Hi, I have a question. Was this before or after your sobriety?
It was the first New Year's Eve after I got sober. I was there. I went to this concert by myself, and that was the whole part of the story. But Jorge, show him your creepy fucking bear painting. God damn it! This was
Sounds
part
like
of the
it's
show
not
that we
just
did.
at a party. Good.
Jorge, go show them the fucking creepy.
What's that thing you do? Where the hell is it? Go
Where-
get it.
Where is
Get
it,
it
Jorge?
right now. Go. I'm ordering.
He starts sounding like my mom. Like fucking.
No, he's so mean. He's just like that. It's just the thing.
Where is it?
I hung
I
up
don't
the
see you
painting
getting up
already.
with the painting. Show them the
I
painting.
hung it up. It's back on the
Very
wall.
bossy.
I'm not gonna
Take
go
the
and
computer and aim it at the fucking painting, man.
You
Wow.
hung
the
it
other
up.
room.
It's a painting. You can just take it off the wall. Go.
Go get it.
Wow, everyone's so bossy.
All right, never mind. All right,
We
sorry
would
to
we
ruin
would
the.
love to see the painting.
I can show you another painting.
No, that's
We
good,
want
man.
to see that.
Here's another
painting.
painting.
Ruin the
I have
moment.
in the room.
Jorge, we would love
Fine.
to see that. See,
Fine, Jorge. All right, there he goes. Okay,
Finally.
good. He's going
My
to get it.
God.
All right, so Eerie, you're holding up okay.
All right, here's a painting that I
Oh.
made. That I made
Jesus
personally.
Christ.
It's not the same painting on Thursday. This is
It's
a
not a
different
painting. That's a test. What is that?
What is-
It's like you
I see.
tried out, like you were
I see
trying
a
out.
dog with a hatchet in his head.
You were just trying out watercolors.
The video and
It
the
worked.
audio.
What the fuck is?
Are you holding
There,
it?
you know which
Oh,
one's
no,
the
this
top
is
of?
the old one.
Looks like a fucked up Pepsi
Here we
symbol,
go.
man.
Actually, this is I drew this after watching Mean Dave set.
Oh, there you go. Bum bum.
Jokes.
Um,
Jokes.
So Jorge, how are
Hey,
you holding?
Dave, call him Hacky already. Let's move on.
Jorge, how are you holding up? Are you okay? Are you okay?
Jorge, are you Are you okay?
I don't know. The first 2 weeks of the quarantine were all fun and games. It's all haha. You're binge watching. It's like whatever. But now the third week, it's a little dicey now. Shit's getting a little more serious. So I don't think I'm completely okay. I'm just been eating a lot. I've been shitting a lot, and that's about it, really.
I
You're
hope
losing
you
more
eat
hair or
regularly
less hair?
as well,
Yeah.
by the way. I really hope you're eating and shitting regularly.
I hope this
and
isn't
that
just a
this is
quarantine
not just
thing,
a
yeah.
quarantine thing.
Taste this one.
But Jorge, you're not alone, right? You have someone that lives. You have people live at your house with you.
Yeah, I'm with the family. And
You got the family. Okay, cool. Like the Manson family.
I want to apologize.
The next. Let's move on. What do you miss most? Dave, what do you miss most?
What do I really?
Thank you.
I'm not really missing much. I've really benefited a lot from this quarantine.
Firsthand.
A lot of generous. I mean, because I really not. I was told people I'm not living my life a lot differently than aside from not doing comedy shows, which I love. It's Zoom comedy's been fun. It's been fun
So
to
you
work
can
from
talk
home.
whenever you want.
I've been really just I like going to meetings, more recovery meetings, but quite frankly, I've mostly before the
So you
quarantine.
can be seen and not heard, right?
Huh? What?
Some people have their microphones on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need
Well,
to mute.
You can mute those if you
is that
want.
my mom or somebody runs? So I've been going to more meetings, or not more meetings. I'm sorry. I was going to more meetings, but I go to 1 to 2 meetings a week, which is the only thing I do outside of just staying home, and that's been all right. And then my life's not changed, and I get to watch comedians go insane on the internet because they're not getting their way. No one is progressing right now, which really brings joy.
So are you actually leaving your house to go to meetings, and then you guys are doing like the 6 feet apart thing, or what are you doing?
Yeah, that's the thing. You gotta. I'm not gonna talk too much about because I don't want anybody freaking the fuck out. But
you are able to like go out. And
I go mostly to be of service to a friend of mine who makes sure that this one place is still open.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so it's really, because other than that, I'm not really coming apart at the seams. I've had the blessing of a lot of people lending me their passwords, so I've gotten, now I have more shit that I can watch than ever. I've got I already had Netflix and Hulu borrowed from people. I got a friend lending me Disney Plus. I've got now HBO, Stars, Cinemax, and Showtime. And ESPN, even if I want to watch ESPN shit. Yeah, I'm picking shit, right? I'm happy, and this could go on forever. I'm good as long as I need a job. But other than that, that's
Hey, Dave, you gotta get on that Crunchyroll stuff, man.
Yeah, man. Oh, now somebody, they're not my passwords. I can't share them. Sorry, A. Gonzalez. Other than that, and plus, poor. So let's see. All right. So up next, did we cover everybody?
It says Tiger tested
All right. Here's what.
positive for COVID.
Does anybody upset? This upset me. I just found this out today. In New York City, a tiger tested positive for COVID-19. And being that, we're so scared of whether or not we all have it, yet we don't have a test. A fucking tiger in a New York zoo had a test. So, Chelsea, Myles, whip up some of your riffery, masterclass whiffery on that shit. Come on.
I mean, yeah, how come the Tigers' results came back faster? That's what we want.
Well, I was also told that cats and dogs can't get it, and I believe a tiger's a cat.
It's
So
definitely not a dog, that's for sure.
Supposedly 2 dogs in China supposedly tested positive for it. But
I didn't see that at all.
well, how could you? There's a shit ton of bad articles all over the place that everybody shares, not to mention everybody's mile-long Facebook posts that you got to sift through.
What I want to
They
know,
could have been trying to do anything to those 2 dogs in China. Maybe they were prepping them for eating.
who got close enough to a tiger to give them coronavirus? Like, how close?
I mean,
Could it
sir, we've seen the documentaries. We know who gets close enough to
We
fucking
know
tigers.
exactly who gets close
We
to
know
tigers.
exactly. I mean, that's how tigers get it, right? I mean, meth. I mean, clearly, like
Meth and rednecks is usually how it's
I was
spread.
gonna say, did you just say meth?
They're sharing needles. Is that what you're saying? They're sharing
Yeah.
needles?
Yeah, there's a lot of sharing of the needles.
I'm just saying there was some shady shit going on in that documentary, yo.
The tiger that tested positive was grinding its fangs together. Like,
Oh, they're making the Tiger King references.
Dude,
Oh,
we watched it and we finished it.
oh yeah, we did too.
I'm
What
halfway.
are your thoughts? Tell me your thoughts. Like, I thought I was riveted until like the last episode. I wasn't like as riveted, but I was pretty riveted. I was surprised how riveted I would be because I'm usually like anti.
Yeah, it was great. I thought it was very well done. I thought it was very well edited. I thought all that was very, very good.
It's the subjects that are pieces of shit. You're right. That's exactly.
Exactly, and that's the thing. Yes, you're watching a train wreck happen. You're watching somebody literally in their highest highs and their lowest lows. You're watching this unravel, but the editing was done very well. All the interviews were done very well.
Yeah.
Carol Baskin, I mean, I've never seen a more dead inside human being. I
So
mean,
creepy.
no
Bitch is
fucking
crazy.
like she
so
is
creepy.
A robot, dead piece of shit.
When she's watching her husband like a hawk in those interviews when he's talking, you're saying everything.
Dude,
say before
he
this
drank
started,
every
right?
time she laughed.
She was
Every time she
goddamn
laughed, we would drink because she would be like, fed him to a tiger.
Oh yeah, she would roll her eyes.
Yeah,
and then she would like plant all the little stuff. Like, I don't even know how you would do that. Like, I guess you'd have to like cut them up on the spot. But
yeah, I guess.
Who has the time?
Grinder. His hand didn't even fit in the grinder.
Yeah. That would be, yeah. So
It
they're
was-
just little
it
inklings.
was-
Is that?
Yeah, you know, it was nuts. And she's like, cologne on his shoes, use sardine oil. I'm like, bitch, you're telling your secret.
You're giving it all away. You're giving it all away right now.
If I did it, that was what that was. That was a if I did it moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it. This
Oh
whole
my
thing was
God.
OJ. I'm telling you, this is what it was like to be OJ's friend for the past couple of decades. It is-
Right.
I want to get a litmus test of our audience here and go defer to my parents. Mark, Rebecca, have you seen The Tiger King on Netflix? You can just say yes or no, nod your head or wave your head.
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
Have you seen The Tiger King? Yeah, they have not. So
They have not
basically,
seen it.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah. I could look at their faces and just see utter disappointment
Two
on my
thumbs
parents.
down.
Two
Okay,
thumbs
thanks,
down.
Mark.
Yeah, so
We get it.
we
Okay.
get
it.
We'll
Those
worry.
people, yeah.
I'm
So
about halfway through it. I still
Okay.
don't get.
Well, you're fine then.
I still don't get all the hate Carol Baskin's getting though.
Okay, hang on.
she
Hang
fed her
on.
husband to a
Wait.
tiger, dumbass. That's what. That's
Fucking crazy.
She's crazy. She fed her ex-husband to a tiger, or a few.
Oh.
That's not
That's
even the
kind of
biggest
lady.
thing. She's just crazy, dude.
Jorge's just kind of like, you know, I mean.
O.J. Simpson even
Yeah.
tweeted that bitch fed her husband to a tiger, and he would know.
He would know.
So-
Yeah.
So-
Can I ask a question there real quick?
Yeah.
This is just towards one of the audience members. I noticed that Anne is sitting in a tropical hell right
That's
now.
her background. Yeah, that's Dan's background. man.
Diane,
That's always Anne's
you're
background.
back.
Anne, are you okay? Are you okay?
Are
Yeah, I'm
you,
okay. My fingers kind of disappear.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's weird.
terrifying. Don't
That's
do
weird.
that.
You should get tested because I think that's one of the signs that your fingers start disappearing into palm trees.
Oh Jesus, Anne, I'm praying for you. I don't even do that, but it's happening.
Thank you.
That's your chosen background always.
No, that's just what
No,
came.
it is. Yeah. No, that's just Anne just wants to be in a beautiful hell. It's yeah.
I don't remember how I changed it. I was messing around with the settings and I don't know how to make it back.
Devil said I have to keep this.
This is a SNL sketch in live action. And she's like, I don't remember how to change it. My son put it on and left, and he won't call me and tell me how to change it.
It matches my Tommy Bahama shirt that I put on so I could class up the.
Yeah.
You
I didn't
are
wanna
very
get-
fancy today.
Yeah.
dude. You
Yeah,
look-
no, I wanted.
Yeah.
It's
I cut the sleeves off of the Another Terrible Podcast by Comics T-shirt I got on.
Good.
Yay.
That's good.
But I don't wanna wear-
It looks like it.
I wanted to look respectable for our audience today since we have some new people, and
And your mom is here, so you dressed
yeah, my
up.
mom's here. Yeah,
Girls
very
say
true. My mom.
nobody
Yeah.
cares about I'm sorry, nobody cares about Doc killing all those tiger cubs or Joe cooking those. Yeah, right. He killed all those. Oh,
No,
never
we're not
mind.
talking about
Never
tiger.
mind, Jorge. I'm sorry. He killed all those
It's all spoiled.
bugs.
I don't need to
No.
finish it no more. Okay.
All right,
You
sorry.
don't need to anyway, 'cause
It's on
it's
the
stuck.
internet. You really
All
don't
right,
have to
so,
finish it. You'll-
Moving on.
Oh,
Moving
got
on.
it.
Move
Oh,
on. Move
yeah.
on. Move
Killing-
Moving on.
Well, I
And
guess killing
and
time
T
was
now.
kind of
She's not
already
even
said that,
interested.
right?
And
I
Clinton's
think
on
we
fire.
have a good question coming up here.
Okay, all right.
Actually, this was also a new article from today. Or not a new article, actually. This is a trend on
We're
Twitter,
just
and I
gonna
made
ignore
a comment
Clinton.
on
We're
it.
just- we're gonna
Apparently,
roll
it's a
with that.
debate right now as to whether the term Karen is a slur. So my question is Karen a slur, or should we just lick doorknobs and die?
I think the people of color should.
For those, let me fill in everybody. For those, oh, thank you, Kate. I appreciate it. For those who don't know, the Karen that we're referring to is when people find themselves encountered by an entitled, more often than not, an entitled white or Eurocentric woman, they always say, "Oh, Karen wishes to speak to the manager," or something like that. It's that kind of tone. So now on Twitter, it's trending as though the term Karen is a slur.
Yep.
Who's calling it a slur? Was it Kumo?
Huh?
Well, you know what? You're brown. Tell us if you do think it's a slur.
No.
I'm not a minority, so
I think it's offensive to Karens that I
Miles and I don't get to
Actually,
talk about it.
Evelyn, you should tell us. Do you feel it's a slur if someone calls you a Karen?
Oh, I don't give a fuck. But I also don't.
Eerie, you are a fucking Karen if you ask for the manager. You ask for the manager one time, you're a fucking Karen. That's how it works.
Absolutely. I
I
100%
know,
agree
absolutely,
with
you
you.
are.
If you
I
send food
100%
back,
agree with you. I am also not that person, though. I'm not the
Well,
like.
you're not. You're
I'm
not.
sorry.
No,
I
she
didn't ask
isn't.
for
Just sounds like one.
coupons. Like
That's-
I'm
just
not
sounds like
that
one.
bitch.
Yeah.
Like you know
It's
what I
a
mean?
very Karen thing to do to explain how you're not a fucking Karen. by the
No,
way.
But
no,
that's not
but
like
no,
Karen.
listen, do you want to know why I'm not a Karen? I'm
Oh my
not a
God,
Karen.
please school me.
because-
Yes.
because you're really a Sharon, and
No,
Sharon is
No,
Karen.
no. You guys go ahead, make fun of me. It's fine.
Yeah, that's their riffing. That's the riff
reason
class right
is-
there. Make sure to catch their riff show when we're out of
Yeah,
quarantine.
the
All right, I want to
reason
hear
is.
Eerie Karen
Oh
explain
no,
it.
no, keep going, keep going.
No, go ahead, Karen. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, it's fine. It's fine. The reason is that I've been in customer service for 20 fucking years. That's the reason. So that's why I'm not that person, is because I have been on the other side of that person and I'm not that fucking
That's
asshole.
true. I feel like
That's
customer-
why.
I
And
feel like
so,
customer service-
boom! Yeah, that's why I'm not a
Oh,
Karen.
I already
I feel
boomed
like
for
every
you,
single
Eerie.
person
You were
should
good.
work in customer
Thank
service
you.
so they fucking know how to treat human beings. Everyone should work in
Thank you.
customer service. But I do believe that Karen can be a slur if you use it correctly. I don't
I
think
agree.
that the name Karen automatically is a slur. It just depends on the connotation that it's used in.
And if
Wait.
you use hard
I
AR,
agree.
Wait. So you're saying Karen can be a slur? How so?
Oh my God, we just explained
used
it,
as a slur
Jorge.
when I called her a fucking
Jorge, you got to really explain things a little more. Like, you got to. Jorge's a little slow,
Break
so
it
just
down,
kind of
Dave.
work with
Break
him.
it
All right. Yeah.
Chelsea's black, so she gets to determine what is and isn't a slur.
I
And
am.
female.
I'm sorry. There's also some brown people around, so they
There's a
also
black
get to
person on this
determine.
panel. I'm just saying.
She is.
I
Thank
hear you,
Thank you
but
for speaking up for me there.
Yeah, thank you, Eerie. Eerie, don't yell at me. I'm not the supervisor. Okay, don't yell at me.
I want to talk to your manager, Jorge. Go get your wife.
Sounds
making
like
sure the help have a
watching
voice,
right now.
all right?
This is a real life conversation. Okay, you just I want to talk to the man. Even your tone. I want to talk to the manager, Jorge.
I want to talk to your
I will
manager.
before the
Because
Karen
someone
talking
said
to
it to me. That's why.
before the Karen talking to a manager term of a Karen. I have a creepy friend from growing up. He's one of those guys who first Jason knows him actually. My buddy Jay. His name's Vic. He's got a real net. He was one of the early founders of Casual Encounters before everybody else on Craigslist, that kind of thing. The cuckold type shit.
Yeah.
And he used to refer to Karens based off the movie Unlawful Entry. If anybody's ever seen it, it's the thriller movie with Ray Liotta, where he was terrorizing what's his name, Kurt Russell and Madeline Stowe. And Madeline Stowe played a Karen in that movie, and or a woman named Karen. And so Vic would always creepily refer to women that he was in his imagination dominating as Karens. So he would say that. And then one of the things after I got creeped out by that, I realized there's 2 movies where Ray Liotta has terrorized Karens, both Goodfellas, his wife named Karen, and the Karen in Unlawful Entry. So there's some 6 degrees of Karen conspiracy before all of this manager talk came around. So I just wanted
That
to
is a new board game for white people.
stay woke, everybody. All right.
6 degrees of Karen Bacon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm biracial, so I look pretty much brown also. Yeah, yeah.
So Miko, do you think it's a slur? I don't think it is,
Yeah.
but I'll just ask Sumiko just flat out.
Unmute.
No,
Yeah.
thank you. Sumiko gives us the thumbs up. Karen's not a slur. Okay, so we'll go with that. So, all right.
Oh, thank you, Nina.
Am I supposed to say something now?
What's this?
Did you
Oh,
want
and
to say
Karen,
something, Jorge?
does.
You
No,
understand
yeah,
what's
sure. I
going
can say
on?
something. Hang on a second, though. I don't think it's a slur. I think that it's just a type of. I mean, people were saying that Becky was a slur. I don't think that's a slur either. And I don't think Shanae is a slur. I just think that it's a funny name that people use for a typical type of person, like Chad and Deb. Those aren't really slurs either. So that's my opinion.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sumiko.
Thank you for your opinion. Let's move on.
All right.
It says food
These
shelter.
chats are funny, by the way. The stuff on the chat's funny. This is
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
you know,
Oh, Karen Hill is not a Karen.
that's from
Pharmaceutical
Goodfellas.
Internet. That wasn't funny, was it? Oh, sorry, that was from Kamiko.
No, we're not.
Ingenious.
All right, good. You read. Okay, so the next topic is shelter, food in place. What this is meaning, what is referring to, what you've been eating in your shelter in place. What's been your diet? How's it been going lately? You eating good? You eating bad?
Yeah. Chelsea and Myles, you guys have been eating like sauces and stuff.
Yeah, sauces, mayo, ranch,
Right,
lots
just
of that stuff.
spoonfuls of soy sauce. It's
been-
weird.
yeah, it's
and
been
only
weird.
once a week. So
Yeah.
I'm losing a lot of weight.
It's falling
great.
off of us.
Now we're going to twice a week,
Twice
so
a
I'm gonna
week.
bulk up.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's been cold here, you know? We've been eating a lot of banana bread. For when that's been a thing.
I mean, I bake for like a living, so
I'm gonna say you're a baker, Chelsea. Like,
Yeah.
So we definitely always have some sort of bread, cakes, cupcakes. Like that's always in the house.
Yeah,
I
that's a
mean,
thing.
that's just something I do. But yeah, other than that, we're doing good. I have 2 personal trainers in the home, so it's like we work out every single day.
Yeah.
So I'm actually gonna come out of this in better shape than
We
when
went
I
in.
went in. So I'm fine.
We're going to be
fine.
those assholes.
You're a personal trainer, Myles, or you're
I used to be. My wife trains athletes for a living. So yeah, she's used to training like MMA fighters and boxers and
Yeah,
like that.
she's like, she can whoop ass. Isn't that correct?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
she's a badass
Yeah.
bitch. And so like we have like leg day and arm day, and she brought her boxing gloves, so we've like
Yeah, we've been
boxed.
hitting mitts.
We've been doing full on workouts.
It's been a thing. It's been
Wow,
great.
nice. All right.
dude, she could like. So, do you fight at all, Myles, or is it just like, what? I'm an asshole, baby.
Generally, that's how it goes. Yeah, she'll cover my ass. No, she's
Yeah.
not. I box a little bit. I like boxing, but I don't kick. We did kicks once. She kicked me in the leg and dead legged me, and I was like, "You're never kicking me for the rest of my existence on this planet." If you've never been kicked before, it's one of the worst feelings on the planet. Like it's absolutely by somebody who knows how to kick. It's one thing if a kid is like,
the trick.
that's the thing. If it's a kid who a kid kicked me, okay, that's nice.
I get woken up by a 3-year-old kicking me in the face
Yeah.
like 5 times a week. So it's like, I mean, I get kicked all the time.
Yeah, so she's used
you
to
get
that.
kicked by a fucking she's a lethal weapon.
You
So
just
it's like,
hear it's like a stick hitting some whack, like it just resonates real louder than you think. It's an alarming like volume of getting a leg kick. So I don't do leg kicks anymore. I just stick to
You've
boxing.
been eating punches and kicks. That's what you've been.
Generally, yeah, a lot of
eating.
punches and kicks we've been eating. That's what's been getting us through this quarantine.
Myles,
Jorge, what's your diet
how long have you
consisting
been
of?
married, Myles? How long have you been
Myles.
married?
Huh?
How long have you been married?
Coming up on 4 years.
All right.
And you said that she kicked you?
Huh?
You said she kicked you once?
She did kick me one time, yes.
Blink twice if you're okay. It's okay. You're safe here.
I'm good. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, she's sitting
Right
right
on.
here.
Used husband material. That's good. There are domestic violence is up in the homes in the quarantine, just so everybody knows. Jorge, how have you been eating at home?
The fucking worst. The opposite. Everything what Chelsea and Myles just said, I'm doing the fucking opposite. Okay, I ain't moving. I'm just eating a lot. Okay, Mean Dave's gonna hate me, but I've been drinking a lot too. It's not good.
Why would I hate you? What about
I don't care.
Oh no.
he is fine with people drinking.
Yeah.
He just doesn't do it
Not
himself.
fucking-
Drink, do cocaine, shoot heroin for all. I mean, if you need help, up
That
here,
just means
that's all.
less comics in the world.
Point
But,
I'm trying to-
I love
point I'm
Jorge.
make-
I don't want him going anywhere.
point I'm trying to make is I can't fit into jeans no more. The only pants is the ones I'm wearing right now.
Oh shit! Everybody, avert your eyes. I
happening?
believe we just
What's
got
going on?
bombed by his crotch right now. Like, what the
Oh my
fuck?
God.
in underwear, because we don't want to see no underwear and
Gray
sweatpants.
sweatpants.
Pants
Run
I'm
it
wearing,
backwards.
the pants I'm wearing right now are the only pants that fit me, folks. I'm losing my fucking mind and my bones.
Jorge, are those gray sweatpants?
Yes, they are. Yes,
Oh,
they are.
Gray sweatpants.
that's the
Hang
male
on.
lingerie, sir.
That is true, because Myles has done extensive research on this, and gray sweatpants.
Unfortunately, is what turns women on in 2020. That's how far the male model
Hey,
has
no.
fallen.
Hold
No.
on. Hold
Oh,
on.
so
Hold on.
it's
Hold on.
so when you
We're telling
surrender.
you
Is that
now.
what you mean? It means
Because gray
surrender.
sweatpants are the new sexy thing for guys to wear.
Yes,
now,
they are.
on you, I don't know if that's true,
We're not 100%.
but I'm just telling you that you're going in the right direction.
Maybe 60%.
Explain to me how that works again. What is it about? Maybe you could open the chat to the ladies. What
I
is it about
got you. Here we
sweatpants?
go. So this is what it is. So
And I will definitely veto any bullshit
She
that comes
will-
out of his mouth because
if,
it's gonna
if
come
this
out.
is not accurate, she's going to let y'all know. Okay, so for my understanding is that women like a man in gray sweatpants because you can see the suggestion and the silhouette of a dick, but not an actual dick.
See, look at Natalie.
Hold
See,
on,
she
hold
fucking
on.
gets it.
Myles,
Yeah, gray sweatpants.
I've been told that ladies.
Yep.
Hold on.
Oh,
I've been told the ladies like the personality, not the dick. So you tell me it's the opposite.
Okay,
Okay,
well,
Jorge,
these ladies
that's
have
what
been
your
lying to
wife
your face,
says.
and I'm sorry about
I
that.
think they like talking like
Yeah.
that. Really.
those
don't.
your wife
those
said.
bitches that don't like you,
Who don't orgasm from a personality.
you do not come from a personality,
No.
sir. I am
You
so
go.
sorry.
Yes.
You go.
Yes.
That's very true.
Yes.
Does
So
Does it make a difference? I haven't washed these sweatpants in days. Does that make a difference?
Absolutely.
Yes, it
you are
does.
disgusting.
Yes.
But my point is that gray sweatpants give like the hint, and you see the little like silhouette, like the dickowette
Yes.
that's happening.
the dickowette. There's the
You're
dickowette.
saying it's
Well,
smaller.
it's called the
Smaller one
bulge.
shows
It's
up
the
in.
bulge.
Well,
A dickolette is like a small penis,
It's
right?
not a
bulge.
dickolette. A
Isn't
dickolette
that the-
sounds awful.
No, not a dickowette.
A
That
dickowette.
sounds like a razor you use down there. This is
Yeah, that's like a male razor. Let's do this. Okay, sorry.
Huh?
Let's do it. It's a male genitalia razor, and it's called a
Dickolette?
dickolette.
Oh, the dickolette. Yeah, that's
Spent
it.
enough time on this. Eerie, how have
Oh,
you been?
we
how have you
haven't.
been eating, Eerie?
I'm going on Shark Tank. What? Oh,
Sweatpants?
How have you been eating?
no, I have been actually. This is not fun, but I love to cook, and like now I have all the time in the fucking world, and so I've been like cooking things, and I don't bake, but I do like lasagnas and enchiladas and homemade everything, and that's what I've been eating. I've been eating everything. I'm gonna be fat, but I think it's cute. So
Call
I'm
it
just gonna
thick.
embrace
Call
it.
it thick. You're gonna be thick.
With two C's.
I'm gonna be fat for me. However, I'm still like happy with what I got, so I'm okay. I'm all right.
Living that thick life, like I get it.
Yeah, that thick life is
I'll
like,
never be thin in my life.
fucking-
I'll never be
at
thin.
le- yeah, it's fine. Like it's just, I'll just need different pants, but not gray sweatpants because I don't want anyone to see my dickolette. So dickolette. Oh, like when I laugh too hard or something and it gets wet, or
No,
anyway,
it's
That's what I'm
silhouette, but
saying.
a dickowette.
Like a silhouette, but a dickowette.
a dickolette. I love that you guys are insane. I cannot wait for you to go on Shark Tank and do this pitch. This is going to be really good.
Pitch the dickowette.
It's gonna be brilliant.
Yeah,
It'll be great.
it's going to be amazing. Do you want to?
How have I been eating? Thank you for asking.
Oh,
It was,
Dave! Oh my God, Dave! How
it's-
how's it been
it's,
going? What are you eating?
Dave,
How's
what have
it-
you been eating?
I've been
What's going on?
well. This
Sorry,
is
Dave.
mostly eating courtesy of Nina G, who's here. Hi, Nina.
Hi, Nina.
I have a backup, basic bunch of backup canned chili that's just for emergencies, mind you. But I've mostly been living on salad and pasta, spaghetti, which also Nina got me some. And then my friend Molly dropped by with a bunch of made pasta and more pasta for me. Everybody's just feeding me pasta. And then I think I still got some hamburger. Waiting for the EBT to kick in on the 7th. And yesterday got some Domino's pizza.
Yeah, you did.
$5.99.
Buddy.
If anybody, highly recommend the $5.99 for 2 items or more that are on there. You get a medium 2-topping pizza. I'm just gonna plug them because I've gotten free pizzas just from accumulating the points.
That's
And
so cool. I think that's awesome. I think
I haven't been eating too much, so it's been really good. Everybody else, I gorged on cereal. I went on a cereal bender the first one of the first week with Fruit Loops, and then last week I went on another bender with Captain Crunch. By the way, if anybody's looking for shopping at a place where they don't give a shit about lines or the 6 foot bullshit, go to Grocery Outlet. They don't give a fuck there.
I was just
Great.
gonna say.
Grocery Outlet, it's cheap. You're not waiting outside, and anybody who's in there really could give a fuck about the COVID-19.
Yeah.
I'm just
They
saying,
pop
if
on you
like,
when
if
you
you want
go
to feel like you're still in pre-COVID-19 and you want to roll the dice and like kind of get a little bit of it, you know?
You
So
know
anyway,
what, Dave, I have actually never had a bowl of Fruit Loops in my life.
What?
get on it. What the fuck are you waiting for?
Wow.
Shit,
You have
man.
Fruit Loops?
I've never had a bowl of Fruit Loops or Fruity Pebbles. I've never had
What?
those. I've
Pebbles sucks. Pebbles sucks. Cocoa Pebbles sucks. All
Yeah, but the Fruit Loops, really?
I've never
Fruit
had
Loops.
Fruit Loops
No,
in
Fruit
my life.
Loops great. Fruit
You
Loops are
must
great.
not have stayed with your grandparents much.
No,
Yeah,
my
right,
mom
right,
was my mom was one of those like you had grape nuts and homemade granola and like she was one of those.
My mom was kind of like that too, but we occasionally got some cereal, like some sugary cereals. Mainly,
my like cheat cereal when she was like you can have like normal cereal. That was like Frosted Mini Wheats was like that was the worst.
Frosted Mini Wheats. Those are them thumbs ups right there.
I was more of a Frosted Lakes kind of guy.
I'll tell you what though, they haven't changed in the chemicals much because I didn't shit green when I used to eat those things, and now, it all just looks like St. Patrick's Day out in my ass.
Yeah, that happens when you have like a
All right.
troops all
So,
buried.
our last topic.
Okay, I'm sorry.
What?
Dave just decides he's
We already talked about Tiger King.
Sorry.
Tiger King is not permitted in this discussion. Aside from Tiger King, what has everybody been binge watching amidst? What are your recommendations to binge watch in the remaining weeks that we have?
I want to
Start
hear.
with-
I want to
Start with Jorge. Start with Jorge. All right.
Jorge. Let's start.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want you to talk.
Yeah, no bulge.
Don't stand up because we'll fall in love, you piece of shit.
Yep.
I try not to. I'll try not to expose my dickawit. I try not to.
There it is.
Got some suggestions from the audience too.
All right. Dude, actually, I've been binge watching The Wire. For the longest time, I can never finish those series, but now that I'm watching it, I figure out the secret, and that is you got to watch it with subtitles. That's the best way to enjoy The Wire.
That helps with a lot of viewing.
Yeah.
I used to hate that shit, but it's helpful.
As far as documentaries, the McDonald's one on HBO, that was
McMillions. That's McMillions.
Oh, that was good. Yeah,
That was a
I saw
good
the
one.
last 5 episodes.
It's like a Coen Brothers movie, only in a documentary kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
All those people are fucking weird.
Oh,
No, I mean, actually, I think it's even better than Tiger King because they're not so over the top. Tiger King's way too over the top and stupid.
Well, tiger people, cat people, you know.
Yeah, they're crazy.
How about you guys, Chelsea, Myles? I mean, you're in the same house, so you guys having
You guys just beat the shit out of each other all day and not watch anything? Or
having to watch the same stuff, or no?
No. Yeah, she loves bad horror,
Okay.
Bad horror?
like terrible
Horror. Dave.
Horror.
not
Horror,
horror.
Dave.
Horror, not horror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So my favorite,
Enunciate.
I love watching like B-rated B horror movies. Those are like my
Yeah.
favorite. I love them.
Name
So-
one. Name one.
So oh god, they're so bad. What did we watch yesterday? Today we watched
Treehouse on Hulu.
Yesterday we watched Dead Con. These are fucking
They're
awful.
awful.
Please don't watch
Terrible.
So bad.
them.
And
So
she complains the whole time she's watching them too.
I
That's
don't.
part of the fun. That's what's fun about watching shitty programming is to complain. I do it too.
I
all the time.
know. Oh my god, me and Dave. You're
That's why I
my-
watched that's why I binge watched all the Gilmore Girls. Everybody thought that I loved it, and I'm like, no, I fucking hate this show, and it's fun to make fun of. You know,
That
are you
was
kidding
one
me?
of my favorite times of my life was watching you recap Gilmore
Yeah.
Girls on Facebook.
Oh, thank
It
you.
brought me so much joy.
It was so good.
So I watched Bad Horror.
Yeah.
I also watched The Masked Singer, which is a terrible show.
Yeah.
I watched
That is a terrible show.
I watched Schitt's Creek, which I'm obsessed with.
Just
It's
started
good.
I heard that was good.
Episode of that one's
And
good.
I also watched It's Always Sunny. Those are kind of like my go-tos.
Yeah, but that's also good.
Those
yeah.
are good. Yeah. And I don't know. I've watched some stand-up specials.
Oh God, Myles,
a
come
little
on.
bit- A little bit of Ozark. And then we watched like This Is Us, and
We watched The Bachelor.
Oh God.
This Is Us. Jesus.
Yeah, that's a good ass
You
show.
mean-
Fuck all of
Is
you.
that-
That's a good show.
Oh my
it's
God.
married man.
You a
Right
woman?
there. That's a married
Women
man.
watch that.
Yeah, I like This Is Us. Sure, it's like just like my stepdad likes some of the programs that he likes them now, but like I don't actually no he likes Downton Abbey. He was suggesting it in the chat.
There you go. See, we don't go that far. We don't
Yeah,
get
I'm
all
just saying.
that.
Anna Green Gables. All right, there's a show that I was forced to watch against my will.
Wow.
Seinfeld and Golden Girls. There's some other stuff. Bachelor.
Yeah, there were some other ones earlier.
Yeah. We watch Love Island. That's the UK. That's
Yeah,
like The Bachelor, but not like batshit crazy. It's pretty normal. So that has been a fun little. It is super normal comparison.
No, that's
No, you know what? I watched like 3 episodes of that, and I'm really embarrassed.
Love Island. Love Island's good.
I am embarrassed.
I enjoy
Like,
Natalie.
I gotta see what happens to this bitch. You know what I mean? It's one of those. Has that ever happened to you guys where you're like, I'm not gonna watch. Okay, fine. What happens?
That was him with Tiger King, yo. He didn't want to watch it.
I didn't want to watch it.
And then Heather, his wife, was like, yo, it is your job to know topical information as a comedian. Get the fuck down. And
That's
how
true. I like Natalie's answer, anything with a swamp. That just made me laugh.
Anything with a swamp is good.
Anything with a swamp.
Hey, no, it's gonna be good.
Jorge, what the fuck are you watching, man?
I
Or did you already answer?
Actually, I've been watching
We didn't hear from Eerie.
Cheers.
Hey, Eerie, what are you watching?
What?
Oh, me? Well, we just got done. We binged Tiger King. That was good. What else?
Lock
God.
and Key.
What?
Lock and Key.
Oh yeah, Lock and Key. Have you guys seen that? I'm kind of a death rocker, so
Heard of
Lock
it.
and Key was really good. It was really good. It's YA, so it's young adult, but it was actually really, really good. We binged that shit for 2 days. Lock and Key, really good. Do that, and then what else? I don't know. Other than that, just like
First one
what?
movies.
Oh yeah, then we just been watching movies and stuff, and of course, then I watch Law and Order 24 hours a day. So,
That's
and
good.
I'm a TV lawyer, so
That's fun.
yeah, no, it's true. Like before they even say it, I'm like, that's a material witness, bitch, and then like they're like a minute later, they're like, that's a material witness, and he's like, how did you fucking do that? I'm like, I'm a TV lawyer, you know what I mean? Like,
That is so almost interesting. That's so cool.
oh my God, Chelsea, you are so almost supportive. I really appreciate how
You
almost.
Karens
I can
need to
admire
pipe
that.
down,
Really is.
all right? You,
Clinton
like-
Carr actually gave me a thriller recommendation on here.
Which is
So-
ironic.
What
because
is it?
The screenshot looks
Thank
like a
you.
horror movie.
Thank you, Clinton. You actually, you look like you were summoned from hell itself to give me this recommendation.
Oh, trust me,
Yeah,
it's
terrifying.
Clinton's got a whole background. If that background wasn't up, he looks like one of the brainy dudes in War Games who advises Matthew Broderick. So he's got like a whole like background. It looks like
Brian Posehn.
he's
Is
working
that
at
Brad
NORAD,
Hussein?
works at NORAD from his bedroom. Yeah, there it is. See, like, look, he's got like shit going on back
Oh,
there.
shit. Yeah,
You
put
know.
the background back up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really
yeah,
looks like a devil. Yeah, that's good. There you go. Rock on, man. You and the lady in the beach in hell. I'm telling
So
you.
Dave, what have you been binging? Well, glad you asked, Dave.
Hey Dave, what have you been binging?
Hey, guys, I got a question. If we could just hold on to everything.
Yeah.
Dave, what have you been watching?
Thank you for asking, Mom.
We love
I've just
First, by the
recently,
way, just want
I just recently started because I've never gotten around to it. I have access to the Stars Network, American Gods. I just started.
Oh,
watching.
so good.
Yeah, it's cool. I liked it as I'm getting to watch it. It's suffering from what I like to call the fact that now I know it's a show, and it's kind of a lot of posturing. That now I'm starting to look at my phone a lot more. But it's good. It's still enjoyable. I like seeing Crispin Glover have a job.
We all do.
Yeah, and but it's fun. It's a cool thing. Yeah, Neil Gaiman's one of the dudes. I read the book. Unfortunately, I completely forgot the whole plot too after reading. I think it was during one of my times in drug use and all that. But I've I watched that just recently, and then before all that, I found The Tick, all 3 seasons on YouTube, the cartoon, and so I've been watching that. The Tick on Amazon Prime is also dope, but I also saw that and I don't have access to that. Then what else did I binge? Oh, of course, Ozark season 3. Shout out to my stepdad over there. I snorted that season in one day. Just basically
Oh my
just
God.
all that. Yeah, just one day. I wasn't gonna wait for it, and it still has some great like oh fuck moments. So it's been really fun. Beyond that, yeah, movies. Been binging the Marvel movies because that's just I'm a moron like that, and that's really to me is the biggest tragedy of all of this coronavirus is that it's affecting the Marvel Cinematic Universe and postponing Black Widow as well as everything. I'm watching daily updates on YouTube, and it's really a travesty.
I like how upset you are that they're postponing Black Widow.
Yeah.
Marvel
You know what? I don't appreciate your tone, Myles. I really don't appreciate the tone. It's a serious thing because I look for even the shitty ones. I look forward to and Black Widow. It's not so much that it's going to be shitty. I'm not thinking it's going to be shitty. I think it's going to be great. But Taskmaster is a character that I enjoyed when I used to have the Marvel superheroes role-playing game. Remember that, Jason? Hell yeah, right there. And that was a character no one gave a fuck about, and I just liked it because he looked like Skeletor, and that was just my 8th grade self. Just so that's how stupid shit is. But yeah, it's affecting the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I will never forgive the real universe for fucking this up with this coronavirus bullshit. So I think that's about it from me. So last words, everybody. We're closing this out. I want to thank everybody for being here. For putting again. How about one more throw of your Venmos just in case if anybody enjoyed this and feels.
Throw up your Venmos.
So I'll type them again one more time. So yeah, the at Chelsea Bearce. All right, there we go. And yeah, say the last things. Chelsea, Myles, plug your shits you're doing these days.
You can catch us live on Facebook.
Yes.
You can catch it's this. You can find me through this name on Facebook as well. We're going to be going live on Wednesday at 6 p.m. I also will be live Thursday at 7 p.m. doing trivia.
We're live all the time.
And then we're live on Saturday at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
So we're live all the time, you guys. But follow us on Facebook and Instagram. You can find me, Chelsea Bearce. That's me. Myles Weber, Myles with a Y, and B Weber 1B. So
yeah, follow us online.
Follow us. We're online all the time, and please support your local entertainers.
Yes.
All these comics, singers, musicians, actors, we're all hurting right now.
All the live entertainers are in crisis.
And when this is over, you guys are gonna need us more than ever. So please support us right now because we need it.
Everybody and fitness professionals, everybody.
Yeah, they're whatchamacallit, they do their Chelsea's trivia. Their interactive stuff's on Facebook is really fun. So if you guys are fun and looking for some of that, add them on Facebook.
Thanks, Dave.
And check that. I haven't watched it, so I'm really kind of like not lying. I
so
just caught a little bit of it. But
I have, and Chelsea's trivia is really fun.
Yeah, no, I see
you
a
get
lot of
prizes. You get prizes at some point. You'll get
Dave, would you watch our live something if I shaved my head?
No, I mean, I
You
don't want to
stop. No one's gonna give you $150.
I'll watch the real. I watch it when
pay
it's
me
like
money to
it's
shave
done
my
being
head.
live.
You
No,
said
I got American Gods to finish and other viewing to do, man. I'm a busy guy in this quarantine. I don't have time to fuck around. Plus, I gotta make mean times.
I have no problem shaving my head.
By the way, check out the newest In the Meantime with me and Dave on YouTube. I edited the fuck out of that episode, put a lot of time and care, and now I know how a director feels when their passion project bombs because I posted it and barely anybody watched. They saw the previous one that I put no effort into after 4 years of not doing them. Dropped that one, and then I had I had 80 people on around the first day watching it. And then I was like, all right, I'm gonna really put a lot of work into this episode 22, and I roast the fuck out of some people on it in the best way possible, and I got 15 views on that motherfucker. So give that some love. You'll get a good laugh out of that shit too. So.
Okay. Jorge, did you want to plug anything? You doing anything? What's going on? What you doing? You're eating?
Yeah, if you want, you could send me food via Uber Eats. if you're generous.
It's good. It's good, dude. I'm glad you're keeping up. No, go ahead.
Follow me on Instagram at Jorge M. Sanchez. I put all my info on the chat, so you can find my info there. It's been a lot of fun, almost productive use of my time during the quarantine. It's awesome being here. And before I go, ladies in the chat, and Mean Dave's parents, let me know if you want to see my gray pants again, to see my dick wet.
No one does. No one does.
No,
Thank you so
shout it
much,
out.
you guys.
No one
Call the cops, Mark.
Please don't.
That's,
I'm gonna mute you. Is there a reason not? No!
No.
God damn it. I'm doing this. We're doing this every Sunday at 6 o'clock until
Yeah.
threat,
Oh,
a complete threat.
until the
So,
zombies
feel
come and
free
eat
to-
us. You know what I mean? Because
And
this is
huge
what we
thanks
got.
to me and Dave and to Eerie for
Yes.
still continuing your podcast. I'm a big fan of your podcast. I've
Thank
loved it
you.
since you guys have started. So you guys, everybody follow Another Terrible Podcast by Comics, because these are two of my favorite people on the planet, and I love you guys with all of my heart. So
Aw, thank you.
I've
guys.
loved you
You,
guys.
I love you guys. And
Podcast.
Chelsea, I will for sure be watching your trivia. And I love you guys. You guys are awesome. And Dave, you've got tons of stuff going on right online. Like you're doing your Mean Dave, and you're
We-
also doing other shows. And
We have
And
actually one of the great things is there's a couple shows. There's a new show that Nina G just started that'll be every
Nina's
Thursday. and that
busy
is
cleaning her
Comedian
kitchen
Show
right
and
now.
Tell.
Hold on a second.
What's
Nina,
that?
you want to pay attention for a second? We're plugging you, honey.
But no, she's fine. Leave her. Like it's fun to watch
She's
her. in her
cleaning her
kitchen.
fridge right now. She
Why? That's part of the charm. All right, it's
All
fun.
right.
Do some dishes, Nina.
she has
So
been showing off to everybody that she has Lysol. We're
there
all
we go.
very
She's
proud.
Gee, I'm gonna break into her fucking house. That's what's gonna happen.
Oh, Jesus
You got
Christ.
GP in there, bitch? I'm gonna go steal some shit out of your house.
Calm down,
Yeah,
Sweatpants.
I
Calm
don't
down.
think
Sorry,
so.
sorry.
Nina will
We're
cut you.
running out. We're
Eerie.
running out. I'm getting nervous. We're running
Eerie,
out.
it's a
Yeah,
very
Nina's
caring
trying
thing
to
of you.
Everybody. But yeah, so Nina
Sorry, can I
G,
see your manager, Nina?
every Thursday at 7, we'll be doing a comedian show and tell. And then on top of that, also Clinton over here, Clinton Carr is putting together a variety show that'll be that he just started. It'll be on April 18th on a Saturday. And then also on April 17th, I get to do one of these Zoom shows with DNA's Comedy Lab with the Baby Sheriffs, which is that'll be a fun game show thing. So I'll let all you guys know about all that one. That'll be a fun one with some different people and all that. So yeah, and that's it. So,
All right.
and there'll be a new In the Meantime this week as well. But watch last week's. God damn it, that one needs more love. So
You got it, buddy.
We will
Got it,
watch
dude.
it. We will,
Thank
even
you.
if we just turn it on so you get a view.
yeah, you don't even have to watch. Put it on while you go to sleep. all
Yeah.
right? Yeah, that's all I ask. All right.
100%. Thank you guys. Jorge, thank you very much for being on the show. I appreciate it. Please Venmo. We all need help. Myles, Chelsea Bearce, fucking Mean Dave. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
I'm
Dave,
sorry, Mom and Mark. I hope you felt this was worthy of your time. I know that you have high expectations for these
Thumbs
shows.
up, Mama Dave.
They haven't been familiar with the show. It does say it in the title. Another terrible podcast.
every Sunday, you can come watch us ramble on. Woo!
This is the reason why I only invited them for the first time this time.
Stick a wet.
Thanks, everybody. Again, thanks for hanging out.
Thank you.
Hell yeah. Enjoy your evening. Bye, Elle.